Good evening, everyone. We're going to call the January 16, 2025 council meeting to order. Madam Clerk, pledge, please.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Councilman Asbill.
Present.
Councilman Buddy.
Present.
Councilman Chatelain. Present. Councilman Johnston.
Present.
Councilman Ricks.
Present.
Mayor Baudier.
Present.
Police Chief LaPree. Fire Chief St. Cyr absent. Finance Director Todd Turnion is absent, sorry. City Attorney Scott Stansberry. Present. Myself, Carrie Hughes, as clerk, is present. Mayor's announcements.
Just real quick, we got some cold weather coming next week. Make sure you wrap your pipes, run your water, do what you got to do, because it's going to be here for a couple of days. We don't really know what's going to happen as far as the government buildings being open or not, but I'm going to err in the caution of the safety of my employees, and I do believe that the senior center has announced that they will close on Tuesday. We're waiting to see if we're going to close on Wednesday as well, as once we get a little bit further into, just because I don't want nobody on the road, being in 28 degrees with right after humidity and car sliding all over the place. That's all I have, Madam Clerk.
Okay, special presentation 1, Faith Lutheran.
They just were going to announce they're having a
Chili cook-off.
chili cook-off, and it's this weekend, so that's what they were going to announce.
Okay. Special presentation number 2, Hurricane Ida FEMA update.
Okay, again, with FEMA, we are making progress with them. It is slow, but we are certainly making progress. We're excited about the progress we're making with our third team, but we are getting there. It's just a love of what you got to want to do and work with the guys. But we are excited that we're moving forward. Our last big project was the fire station for a full rebuild, and we think that we have the points to finally get there to where we can get a new fire station, and we're just waiting for final approval from FEMA.
The last update was that it's with, what is it, CCR or?
CRC.
CRC? Is that where it's still at?
It's where it's still at.
Okay.
Excuse me, what is CRT?
CRC, I don't know what the acronym's for, but it's one of the
I can make one up.
Yeah, right?
Well, what are they?
So they were, I think they're the ones who, once the final number's submitted by FEMA and GOSEP, they review everything on the technical side of things. And I'm nodding in the back, is that correct-ish, Mr. Wallace? Yeah.
So they're a FEMA organization?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great, thank you.
All right, Madam Clerk.
All right. Approval of minutes. Reading of the minutes of the special meeting on December 9th, 2024.
Do I have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes for the special meeting
Motion.
on December 9th, 2024? We have a motion by Councilman Buddy. We'll open for public hearing. Anyone want to discuss the minutes? No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Asbill. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Approval of the minutes of the special meeting on December 9th, 2024.
Can I have a motion to approve those minutes?
Motion.
We have a motion by Councilman Chatelain. We'll now for public hearing. Anyone want to speak on the motion for approval of the minutes from the December 19, 2024 meeting? No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Ricks to approve those minutes. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Reading of the minutes of the council meeting on December 19th, 2024.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Johnson to dispense with the reading of the minutes for the December 19th, 2024. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Approval of the minutes of the council meeting on December 19th, 2024.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill to approve those minutes from the meeting on December 19th, 2024. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Ricks. All in favor to approve those minutes.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk, please note for the record.
Okay. Communications, we have none. Resolutions. Proposed Resolution 2025-1. The following resolution was offered unanimously by the council. A resolution providing for the canvassing, the returns, and declaring the results of the special election held in the city of Harahan, State of Louisiana on Saturday, December 7th, 2024, to repeal an existing ordinance.
Okay. Anyone want to speak on proposed resolution 2025-1? No one coming forward. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion.
Council, this is a resolution that's required after each election that we have. This one clearly states that the measure failed and that it did not carry and does not change the law on term limits.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill to approve proposed resolution 2025-1. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yay.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk, please note for the record.
Proposed Resolution 2025-2. The following resolution was offered unanimously by the council, a resolution providing for canvassing the returns and declaring the results of the special election held in the city of Harahan, state of Louisiana, on Saturday, December 7th, 2024, to authorize the renewal of a special tax therein.
We'll open for any public hearing on proposed resolution number 2025-2. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion?
Same thing regarding the fire millage renewal. Thank the citizens for getting out and voting for millage renewal for the fire department. This just certifies those results.
Okay, we have motion by Councilman Asbill to approve, second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Okay, ordinances for approval. Proposed ordinance number 2024-26. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Chatelain and seconded by Councilman
Second.
Asbill. An ordinance amending ordinance number 1990, the annual budget of revenues and expenditures for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2024 for the Capital Project Fund for the City of Harahan, Louisiana, for the Police Department.
Anyone want to speak on proposed ordinance number 2024-26?
Before we open for public hearing, can I amend this ordinance? Make a motion to make an amendment?
Okay, yeah.
Line 23, I'd like to, if the council's fine with it, I'd like to increase it from 7,000 to 8,000. Basically, from the last time we got the price of the lift, it has went up. And for us to get that same lift, it's like $900-something more.
Okay.
So we're looking, I'm looking to increase that by $8,000.
We have a
Second.
motion by Councilman Asbill, by Councilman Chatelain to increase line 23 from 7,000 to 8,000 to encumber the additional cost and price increase. We have a second by Councilman Asbill. We'll open for public hearing on the amendment. Anyone coming forth? No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing on the amendment. All in favor for the amendment?
Yay.
Yay.
Is that all yeas? 5 yeas, 0 nays? Madam Clerk, please note for the record. Now we'll open public hearing for proposed ordinance number 2024-26 as amended. Anyone want to come speak forth?
What is a lift?
It's a car lift, so the mechanic can get under there and
For
fix
the
it.
mechanic, it's basically for maintenance on the police cars.
Okay, no one coming forth. We'll now close public hearing. All in favor of proposed ordinance number 2024-26 as amended?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk, please note for the record.
Just explain, we don't explain what's going, this is for 14,000 up for radar guns and 8,000 for lift. Make sure you know 14,000 for radar guns and 8,000 for lift.
So the problem with the lift is basically, we have these new SUVs and trucks, and the new old lift can't pick up the new vehicles. It doesn't have enough head clearance. So this, we'll still have the old lift, but this will be an additional lift that'll be installed at the maintenance.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Councilman Asbill. Thank you, Councilman Johnson, Councilman Chatelain. Madam Clerk?
Okay, ordinances for introduction. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Johnston. Proposed ordinance number 2025-1, an ordinance to rename the Harahan Senior Center as the Carlo R. Ferrera Senior Center. Old
Okay.
business number 1, Planning and Zoning Board appointment.
All right, Ms. Darlene's actually here. If you-
Okay, well, y'all voted her in
Oh, okay,
last
good.
month.
All right, cool. Thank you, Ms. Darlene. And Krista, we haven't
We
heard,
haven't heard.
Never heard.
never heard back from her?
No.
Okay. All right, so we'll,
Can you get me her contact information, I guess? if
I don't
it's-
have, all I have is her name.
oh, she's right there at that ridge line. We just stop
I
and go
think
get her.
her boyfriend.
I think she's on Harris. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
maybe property records or something.
She is on
See if
Harris.
she's still interested.
Okay,
Okay.
anyone wants to speak on old business number 1, please come to the podium, state your name and address. No one coming forth, we'll close public hearing, council discussion.
Move to defer.
We have a motion by Councilman Asbill to defer.
Second.
And a second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. We are deferring. Madam Clerk?
Okay, new business number 1, Todd Turnion, Finance Director, monthly financials, but he's absent, so I guess we'll
I'll
skip
make a
that.
motion to defer.
So we have a motion by Councilman Chatelain. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Ricks to defer.
I have
All in
a
favor?
question I was hoping Todd be here tonight. Last month, we voted on the 24 budget, and when I voted on the budget, I voted no, but then Councilman Buddy explained to me that we amended Section 1, which was, we were just voting on the ARPA money and the capital money. We wasn't voting on the budget itself.
Right.
So I voted yea, because I was going to vote nay, because I wasn't going to vote for the budget, because I'm not voting for a deficit budget. So I just want to make sure we understand that we just voted for those two items. We didn't vote for the budget. So we're going to leave the budget as is, the total figure as is?
That's my understanding as well.
Okay.
My
All right.
understanding,
Okay.
yes.
Just wanted to make sure. All right.
Okay, this is just for a motion for deferral. We did vote 5 yeas, 0 nays. Mr. Paul, were you a yay on that? Just to defer?
No, it was, Eric voted against. I was a nay, but I changed it.
No, I'm sorry, this is just
Oh,
to
tonight.
defer.
Just to defer.
Yeah.
5
Oh,
yeas,
yeah.
I thought
5
something about
yeas, 0
last
nays.
month.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Paul.
Okay, address the council.
Okay, if anyone would like to address the council, please come to the podium, state your name and address. Anyone want to come up, come talk to us, come say hi? What's
Quick
going on?
meeting, we got time.
Yeah, come on. All right, well, no one wanting to come up to address the council, we'll now close, address the council, Madam Clerk.
All right. Secretary's report. Secretary's report for December 2024, total revenues, $944,289.44. Reports?
Chief LaPree? Is it LaPree or LaPree?
I'm a chatteling, I got an uncle who's a chatteling, I got an aunt that's a shotling. Yeah, it depends who you talk to.
Yeah.
Since we have a lot of time tonight, Jason said I can have 25 minutes.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put him on a clock, 3 minutes, let's go.
Be quick. It's good to see folks that are starting to come out to the meetings and all. We'd like to get more of the citizens to come out and participate in this. I think the council's trying to do a good job. They are doing a good job, but we'd like to get more participation from the citizens to come out and participate and be more involved with what's going on with their taxpayer money. Last month for the City of Harahan Police Department, we received 730 calls for service. We had 19 accidents in the city. The officers issued 128 citations. We had 10 patrol requests, and we ended up having a total of 104 business checks, patrol and residential checks on that. Business checks, they did 1,127. Traffic enforcement, they did 267 stationary traffic enforcement. And we had 75 medical rolls last month again. Our medical rolls continue to go up. We do have an elderly community, but the Harahan Police Department does respond anytime we get a call, no matter how minor it might sound when it comes out on the radio. We send it to assist the medical units, because we may get there first. Most of the time we do, and we want to be able to help the citizens if we can, in any way we can, to get there before EMS. We had 50 miscellaneous arrests. We had 80 charges on those arrests, 4 were felonies, 44 misdemeanors, 2 DWIs in the city. We had 11 city arrests on city charges. We had 19 traffic enforcement, and that goes with that traffic citation number. We had 2 narcotic arrests. One was a felony and one was a city charge. Property crimes. We had 3 non-residential burglaries. We had 6 thefts, shopliftings. We had 1 identity theft, 3 assaults, and 2 arsons. We are getting more calls on identity thefts. The scammers are out calling. If you're not sure of something, call us. We'll come out and address whatever needs to be done. But don't give your information over the phone.
Chief, real quick, Gulf Coast Bank just reached out, because that's who banks for us, and people are calling saying that they're representatives of Gulf Coast Bank, and they had quite issues, and then they had a big email go out about it, because I know Gulf Coast Banks is getting it, and just went through a bad deal.
Yeah, so we are making progress on some of these calls, but hang up. Don't continue carrying on a conversation, because they're probably recording your voice, getting you to answer yes or no questions on the phone, and then they take that tape and they'll use it as if it's you responding to a question when they try to use your information. So the Harahan Police Department is here. The department's doing well. We've got several officers in SRT training right now, which would be for emergency call. Unfortunately, like the incident New Year's Day, so we're training our officers in case we have an incident or something to be a part of. I do want to mention that the police department did help with the security with the city of New Orleans and the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office during the Sugar Bowl. We had 15 officers total go down to assist with the security after the attack. So the Harahan officers played a big role, and we appreciate all those officers that dropped what they were doing and went down and assisted with the city's security. We had a successful Christmas parade. It was bigger than we expected. We had 52 registered organizations. The day of the parade, we had, I think, 10 or 12 groups show up that we weren't expecting because we didn't get their paperwork. But we allowed them to be into the parade. The parade went over 2 hours. So we had beautiful weather, and we want to thank everybody that came out and participated with that. I look forward to working with the council in 2025. I think we're all working well together. I think the city's moving in the right direction. I think we've got some good people up here that's working together, trying to pull the city forward, and I look forward to working with you all in 25. We are hiring at the Harahan Police Department. If you know anybody that would like to be a policeman, have them call the Harahan Police Department, 504-737-4800. We'd love to get you an application if you'd like to be part of the Harahan Police Department. We're looking for officers and jailers. And as just reiterate what Tim said at the opening, we are expecting some bad weather coming in here in next week. If they do close down the city government buildings and all, if you have to be out, be very careful because the roads are going to be icing over from what we're hearing, and we just want everybody to be safe and not jeopardize themselves or anybody else that may be on the roadway. But the police department will be open 24/7, even if the city hall closes. The Harahan Police Department will be open to answer any questions or concerns and respond to anybody's needs that may need service. I thank you all.
Thank you, Chief.
Councilman Hasbell.
Happy New Year, no report.
Councilman Buddy.
No report.
Councilman Chatterley.
No report.
Councilman Johnson.
No report.
Councilman Riggs.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Just a couple of comments. I'd also like to, give a kudos out to the officers that went down to the terrorist attack. It was a horrific event for our entire area, and I know that our heart goes out to those families. And when I'm finished my report, I'm going to ask for a moment of silence, but I want to certainly give a kudos out to all of those police officers. I want to give a shout out to Harahan, our own people, who got a really crucial intersection right on Loyola. And it was great, and it was great to be a part of something bigger than us. And it was great to go help someone who was really in need. And helping getting that Sugar Bowl kicked off and keeping that city safe was an incredible honor. I got to go down there with Chief and Councilman Chatterley, and I think we served about 300 bowls of jambalaya to officers that were out there. So thank you for that, Councilman Chatterley, for coming out cooking for us. And it was bittersweet because we got to be something part of that was bigger than us, but certainly for the wrong reason. However, we'll get to be part of more events. We've actually shown our ability to be part of something bigger than who we are, and now we'll get invited to more things, and we will be back down for Super Bowl, and I know we'll be back down for Mardi Gras, which we always are. But it was, it was wonderful to get to be a part of something bigger, even in a time of tragedy, and give back. And that was, really important to me, and it's why I do this job. I know people think that it's something what it is or not, but giving back is really what I'm all about and what I love doing here in the city. So if you don't mind, I would like to take a moment of silence for all of the families that had lost ones, and let's pray for their grievances, and hopefully they find some light and some hope somewhere. Okay, thank you. Madam Clerk, pay the bills.
Bills paid in December 2024, total expenditures $733,134.18. No executive session. Adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn by Councilman Johnston, second by Councilman Asbill. All in favor?
Yeah.
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. We are adjourned.